Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to your second lecture of English grammar. This is the second lecture of Essay 2. As we know that in our previous lecture we had started lesson number 9 articles. Let's see what will we learn here in this lecture today. First of all, we revise the previous knowledge, means we revise the rules which we had learnt in our previous lecture. Next, after revising the rules, we will do the exercise as per the rules which we had learnt in our previous lecture. Then today we are going to learn the uses of definite articles. It means that the uses of the. With the rules, we also learn the examples. We will also see the examples and get more clarification of the rules. And at last, we will learn the when we do not use the. It is very important point of this lesson. Right? Let's start. Have you remember what we had learnt in our previous lecture? Very first question of this lesson, base of its name, and name of the lesson is article. So very first question we had learnt that what is an article. As we learnt that an article is an adjective. Like adjectives, articles modify nouns. As per adjective, as adjective describe the nouns, as per that same way the articles also modify the nouns. It also represent the number of the nouns. We also learned that articles may be definite or indefinite. Definite article means the. And what is the indefinite articles? A, an. Right? This is the basic information about this lesson. Then what we had learnt? The uses of article A and the uses of article an. There are 3 rules of uses article A, how to use article A, where to use article A, and 2 rules of use article n, uses of article n, right? So let's revise these rules. First is very basic rule. A is used before the beginning with a consonant sound. And what are the consonants? There are 21 consonants in the English alphabets. With this type of alphabets, this type of words begin with the consonant sound, and in writing then we will use A with them. The second is before a singular noun beginning. If the noun is in a singular form and it is beginning with consonant sound and consonant letter, then we will use A before them. And the third rule is words start with a vowel letter but begin with consonant sound, so we use A before this type of words. It means that we had learnt that we have seen some examples which begin with the vowels. What are the vowels? How many vowels? 5. A, E, I, O and U. These are the 5 vowels. If the word begin with the vowel letter but its pronunciation begin with the consonant sound, in this case, at this time, we use A before them. These are the 3 rules to uses of A. Now we are moving on the uses of article an. And the first is a very basic rule of uses an. An is used before a word beginning with a vowel. As we know that there are 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U. Any word will begin with the letter vowel, then we will use an before them. It is the very basic and very easy rule to remember where we use an. This is the first rule. And the next rule is, in some cases the word beginning with H but not sounded, means H is silent. At that case we use and before this type of words. Some words are that their first letter will be H, and H, we know that H is a consonant word, but in this word H is silent and the pronunciation will be begin with a vowel sound, and that time we use and before them. Have you remember which examples we have? I have given you for these rules. Yes, honest. So what is the spelling of honest? Honest. The spelling, the word begin with H. H is consonant but H is silent and the pronunciation will be begin with O. Honest. Right? That's why we are using N before them. Have you remember any other names with this type of words? Yes, honor, our. These are the some examples of this type of words. So these are the rules of uses A and N. So let's do the exercise with the revision of these rules. Filling the blanks with A or N. First word is clock. It's begin with consonant. So answer will be A. Next is eagle. It's begin with a vowel. The answer will be N. Third is bag. It's begin with consonant. Answer will be A. Next is kite. It's begin with consonant. So answer will be A. Good. Next is orange. It's begin with vowel or consonant? Vowel. So answer will be N. Next is duck. It's begin with consonant. So the answer will be A. Next word is inkpot. It's begin with vowel. So the answer will be N. This is the revision exercise. Okay. Now let's move on our today's main topic. And what is the today's learning topic? The uses of definite article, means uses of the. There are so many uses of the. So you have to remember these all the rules. Okay. So let's start. As we know that we use definite articles when we talk about particular nouns in the sentence. It means that the is used for the particular noun. As we know that definite article means we are talking about some particular noun. It is called the definite article. Right? The article shows the particular noun in the sentence, and we know that the is the definite article. So the is used for the particular noun. Let's revise the more rules of uses the. First rule is The is used before the unique objects. Now you have a question in your mind. What are the unique objects? Means objects find very rarely, and some objects are called heavenly bodies. Means that they are natural objects. They are natural things which made by God, not is a man-made thing. Okay, let's see what are the heavenly bodies. With the examples you can understand very well. The earth, the sky, these are the heavenly bodies. It means that they are the natural things. Let's move on. The next rule: before the names of mountain, chain or range, rivers, oceans and deserts, etc. Just read this rule carefully. Before the mountain, chain or range, not a single mountain. If there is talking about, if there is talking, we are talking about the mountain range, mountain chain, then we can use the before them. Otherwise we can not use the before them. Okay, before the names of the rivers, before the names of the oceans, before the names of the deserts, we use the. Let's see the examples. The Ganges, the Sahara Desert and the Pacific Ocean. The Ganges is the name of a river which we call Ganga. The Sahara Desert is the name of a desert and Pacific Ocean is the name of a ocean. Let's move on. The next rule where we can use the before the books. Books is that the name of the holy books. Mostly the holy books or the books. Holy books are called. What are the holy books? Do you know? Holy books are that is a regional book. What is the name of the holy book of Hindus? The Ramayana. The Bible, the Quran are the holy books of. So we can use the before them. Next rule is before the superlative degree. In our essay 1 lesson number 10 and 11 we had learned that the degree of adjectives, superlative degree, comparative degree. Have you remember? At that time I have given the clue that if there is a the in the sentence and after the there is a blank, you have to fill in the blanks with the superlative form of the adjective. Yes, here same that we just modify that rule is as per the article. For the article, if there is a superlative form of the adjective in the sentence and before the adjective, if we want to write the any article, then we use the before them. Let's see some examples of the superlative degrees. Which are they? The best, the tallest. These are the examples of the superlative degrees of the adjectives. Let's move on. The next rule is the before the musical instruments. There are so many musical instruments. Before all the musical instruments, we use the flute, the guitar. You can write the before any musical instruments. There are so many uses of the, so you have to remember only the points. Understand? Next rule is when the first time you speak or something, use a or an, and the next time you repeat the objects. It means that if we introduce the noun and the noun is in a singular form, first time we introduce the noun in the sentence and if it is in a singular form, then we use a or an to show the noun, to show the that the noun is in a singular form, right? But at in a next time, if next time we want to talk about the same noun which we had introduced earlier, that at that time we use the instead of a or an. Let's see the example and get more clarity of this rule. Is that I live in a house. The house is quite old and has 4 bedrooms. What is the first sentence? Just read it carefully. I live in a house. This is the first time we introduce house in the sentence. That why we use a before the house, because H is a consonant and its pronunciation also begin with a consonant. That's why we are using a to represent the house, right? This is the first sentence. But in the second sentence we are going to talk about the same house. That's why we use not a or an. What we use here? The. Same way, if you are introduce the noun in first time, you can use a or an. If you are talking about the same noun in next time, then you can use the. Here is written that the house is quite old and has 4 bedrooms, right? I will give you another one example. That is, I have a pen. The pen, I have introduced that I have a pen, only one pen is there, so I use a, right? The pen is blue. So in the second sentence I am talking about the pen which I had, right? Which I had, so I have written the instead of a. So you have to remember this rule. It is very important rule. Let's move on the next rule with the name of the newspapers. What are the newspaper names? Do you read the newspaper? No, nobody likes to read newspaper, right? The Times of India, the Ahmedabad Mirror, the Economic Times, Divya Bhaskar, Gujarat Samachar. So many newspapers are there. We write the before the name of the newspapers. With the family names, the family introduced with the surname. Mr. Mehta's family. So Mehta's, the Mehta's family, the Patel's family, the Shah's family. So before this type of names of family, we write the. The next rule is for the specific abstract noun. Abstract noun you didn't learn till in this standard. So I have given only one abstract noun, the truth. And this word, you are very familiar with this word. That's why I have given this only this example for this rule. Next is with adjectives to talk about group of people. Adjective means describe the noun, and if the adjective describes the whole group, whole team, at that time we use the. Let's see the examples. The old man's team, the naughty girls group, etc. Right? Next rule is with the directions. How many directions are there? Main 4 directions. Which are they? The east, the west, the north, the south. With the directions we use the. Not only the direction, but any part of the world we can use the before the part, the middle part, the middle earth, the southern west, the northern east. This type of any part of the world, we can use the before them. The next rule is for the university name starting with the word of university. The University of so and so. I have given here the easy way. The examples in the easy way: the Gujarat University, the Oxford University. Next is the ordinal numbers. These numbers you have already learnt in your previous standard. So, what are the ordinal numbers? Yes, one called first, two called second, three called third. It shows the position, right? So that's why we the ordinal number we use the first, the tenth, the last, etc. Any one of ordinal numbers, huh? Don't follow the only the examples. I have given some words in examples. Related this rule, you can add the with any ordinal numbers. Next is with famous building and monuments. Which had some historical attachment. Some has historical some history. They have some history are called the monuments. And famous buildings, so many famous buildings in the world, not in our city, not only in our city, not only in our country, not only in our state, not only in our area, not only in 4-5 countries, all over the world. The famous buildings which established in anywhere, we write the before them. And monuments means the which have historical values. The examples are the Taj Mahal, the Statue of Unity, the Statue of Liberty, Burj Khalifa, etc. Anything else, anything famous, any one famous buildings or any one monuments, we use the before this type of buildings or monuments. This is the main. Here you have to just be careful while learning this rule. With country names ending with plurals, with country names including political titles like United Kingdom, Federation, Union, Republic, or names of group of small islands. So not all the countries in the world we use the before them. We use the before only the countries which ending with the plural form, means Philippines, it's end with S, right? Burma's, it end with S. At that time we use the, but not the any other country name. Before the any other name of the country we use the. Some countries have a political title. It shows the group. It shows the union. It is the words are united. The words are United Kingdom, Federation, Union, Republic. If in any country this type of words are there in its name, at that time we use the before this type of countries, and we use the before the small islands. Let's see the examples. I have given here very common names according to these rules. You are familiar, very familiar with these names, and the names are the United Kingdom, means UK. We can also call UK as a London, right? The United States of America, we call America, right? So these are the names where we can use the, and these are all the rules which at which situation, at where we use the. Now the main part of the lesson. It is very easy to learn that where we can use the articles, right? It is very easy, but in this standard we have to also learn, and we have to also understand that where and when we do not use the definite article. It is only for the, right? So let's see when and in which cases we do not use the. The first is people's name. We cannot write the with the name of the people. It means the proper noun, right? Then continents, countries, cities and states. Continents, we cannot write the before the name of the continents, before the name of the countries. In our previous slide we have seen that, we have learned that some countries which they ends in a plural form, or some countries which have a political title like Federation, Republic, United Kingdom. This type of title, if in their name, at that case we use the, and rest of the countries they do not have this type of title, they do not end with the plural form, then we cannot use the before them. We cannot use the before the name of the city and before the name of the states. Next is singular and big islands. Singular form, we cannot use the with the singular and big islands. We cannot use the before the mountain and lake names, means name of lake. We cannot use the before the names of the lake, and only talking about the mountain, not talking about the mountain range or mountain chain. If we are talking about the whole mountain range, whole mountain chain, then we will write the as the article. But in the case of in case we are talking about only the mountain, we cannot use the before the mountain. Next is names of days, months and special days. Names of days means days of week, months means months of year, and special days means festival, or some special days are the Teacher's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Daughter's Day. We cannot use the before this type of special days, festivals, months of year and days of week. The next is languages. we cannot use the before the languages. There are so many languages spoken in India, right? And all over the world, so many languages. So, but we cannot use the before the languages. Sports. What are the sports? Cricket, football, volleyball, kho, kabaddi, hockey. So many sports are there, but we cannot use the before any name of the sports. Subjects of study. In this standard, you have a 6 subjects, right? Hindi, Gujarati, English grammar, maths, ENV, right? Or any subjects. Sanskrit, eco, essays, science. Before any subject of the study, we cannot use the. So, this is the rules where we use the and where we do not use the. So, just revise all the rules properly and just understand with the examples. I hope you have learnt it properly. You have understand it properly. Thank you. Have a great day.